All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know where you're at. If you're new here, welcome. This is your host with the most. How's everybody doing out there? Okay. Okay. Back at it. Let's get into it. So, a year ago, somebody asked me, hey, if I find one of these, let them know. Hopefully, they still subscribed and they'll see this. If you guys would, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to comment, y'all, okay? That's important. I want you guys to comment on how you like it, if you get it, or, just how it looks. Just let me know something. Okay. You are the light of the world. This is that system. Now, before we get started, always, people, give your setup time to breathe when you first turn it on, okay? Give it some space. A few ticks not gonna hurt. Let everything load up and do what it needs to do. So, first of all, I know the first thing you guys are saying is the font. Okay, you can go on the system, go right into interface, and all you have to do is go to fonts, and you can change it to anything you would like, Arial or Noto, or you could just play regular. Okay, you could just go that way. But I'm gonna keep it on. It helps. It's part of the. Why I keep going? It's part of the setup. See, and that's why I don't really like the blue and the red thing, but it works. Okay. Now, here and here, we go to a very, places we don't normally go, but this has nothing to do with the initial. This has nothing to do with the initial theme of this. They do have a section, dedicated to that. Some of this stuff on here is just wow. Okay, now here's where you want to be, for the theme of this, okay? Faith. It's cool. I'm gonna keep this around just for this section and how they built it, because it's looking good, okay? It's looking real good. The whole thing is looking good. Especially if you're into like history and things like that, you should be fine. Okay, so we see no widgets. Okay, I don't really. Blue for having it, and then red for the sub menu, I guess. It's just kind of confusing a little bit. Should have used a warmer color. Still good. Let's go right into the add-on browser. What you guys want to make sure of is everything is updated every time you get to a setup. This is not just for this. This is for every time you guys get to a different setup. Let's make sure everything's updated and ready to go. This is why usually you would give it a few ticks when you first turn it on, so things can update. Now, as far as your video player input stream, all you will be able to get is the RTMP input. Okay, and I'd rather have it than not. And people, just don't install these things. Please long press on it and get the information. Okay, and this is for any setup. Any setup you see these things, do it till it's done. Now, to get the RTMP input, all you got to do is go to install from repo and then all repos. And once you're into all repos, what you want to do is just go to video player input stream. You will see the RTMP input here. It just won't be enabled. Now, when you get it for the first time, all you have to do is restart your device and it will show up. the next time you turn on your setup. Now, another thing I like to go through all the time, and this is almost every time I do a video, I like to go into system and I like to go to my player. Each and every time you see this, you're gonna want to be on expert here, and here you want to focus on your enable HQ scalers for scaling above. Now it comes in at 20. I like to have mine on 100 for any device 3 gigabytes and up. My medium devices, Fire TVs, cubes, as well as NVIDIA tubes, I like to have those on 50 or 60. And of course, for the small end users, I like to keep it on about 20 or 30. Get used to checking this section. It means something. All right? I'm not going to take so many ticks on this one. But kind of like it. It's really positive, you know. It's real positive. But there's only one more thing to do, people. All we got to do now is go right into the wizard. Okay. And I like this wizard because it's an old wizard. I mean, I have nothing against the new GUI wizards, but the way they changed it, I don't like that. Let's go to maintenance. And, you know, I recommend giving yourself a total cleanup when you first, after you do everything. Okay, turn it on, let it sit. Get yourself a fresh total cleanup. Okay, and then what you want to do is go right down to system tweaks and fixes. Next, you want to go to quick configure advanced settings. Okay, now if you guys not familiar with what you're doing, please just leave these sections alone. Okay, the first two leave alone. Now the third, which is the read buffer factor, you can bump that up to 10 if you would like. And for the fourth, the buffer mode, I recommend having it on 1. If you guys read it, you should get the gist. And after that, you just want to make sure you write the file. Now, after you have written the file correctly, you will have these two options here. Okay. And there's nothing else for you to do now but restart your setup. Okay. Let's go ahead and restart. And you should have a decent time with this. I kind of was like, man, this can't be serious because, you know, it's simple as it looks. But then as I got into it, I was like, all right, I could see it. Real simple to use. Like I said, take some of the tips. You know, if it can make it easier for you to navigate. Let me know how you guys like this one. If you get a chance, like, share, and subscribe. But most of all, comment. Don't forget to hit the notification bells, people. As always, I'm hoping you're having a blessed, peaceful, and a productive day. Love and peace for all. Never forget, I'll be back.